guys, how you doing? The big question is, will the pump continue or not? I've seen a lot of bears posting. Everybody's calling that this is top. I've seen a lot of shorting. So, people are shorting to 35k levels, which is actually very natural. And, it is, normal thing to do. You're shorting the resistance level. Unfortunately, these are traders that are, shorting the resistance, long in the supports. And that works, But there is a way to increase the probability of your shorts and longs if you know a little bit more about TA. That said, I do not think any kind of pullback is going to come. The first thing first, we are out of the channel, which is very, very nice. Now this on the daily time frame, as you can see up here, we are still holding the, above the time frame up here. This is the second day. We are not pulling that back that much. If this was some kind of top, you would be seeing some kind of extreme levels. You'll be seeing some kind of, massive selling. And we are just not quite there yet. And you will see on the 4-hour time frame that this doesn't actually look very bad. These are 4-hour time frame. Yes, we are a bearish engulfing candle. We are pulling back into the moving averages and stuff like that, right? Small time frames up here. It looks like it's flying up here. Broke the support levels up here. It looks like it might actually go a little bit lower towards downside up here. But I'm gonna show you that I'm not actually that bearish. I'm not actually that bearish. And, it always comes back to the bigger time frames, and the bigger time frames are looking nice and dandy. There is no problem with bigger time frames. We are still looking at 46k levels. Nothing has changed there. So right now, if you want to see any kind of, the big dumps or anything like that, right now, the big support level is getting back below 32k level. As long as we do not get back below 32k level, this is actually very, very bullish. So, whether we, zigzag up here, whether we go a little bit up, a little bit down, it really doesn't matter. What matters is, whether we go back below 32k levels. So right now the major support level to break towards downside, if you want to become bearish, is 32k level. We are not even close to that right now. Bitcoin sitting at 34k level very nicely, even after this, big dump that people have been calling up here. Oh, it's being dumped, and the big dump up here is only something like, 3.5-4% towards downside. So yeah, it might be have been a little bit more than 3.9-4%. So it seems like a big dump, but you gotta understand, a year ago, there has been, meme going on that, 10k candles are coming. We are gonna get 10k candles on the daily, and this over here is 10% candle. This is actually 3. Well, all the way up there was almost 5k candle, right? So, 10k candles are not out of the picture, especially in 2025 when we start pumping. I mean, the 10k candles is going to be daily, like 10k, 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 right? That's what we are looking at right now. So, you've seen right now that, 5k candles can actually happen. 10k candles are not out of the picture. That said, the big question is what's going to happen right now over here. Are we going to have a pullback? Are we going to break the support level below 32k levels down here? Is this some kind of top? And it just doesn't seem to me that there is some kind of top. Yes, we are pulling here on the hourly towards downside. We came to some kind of high levels here on the 80 levels. You'll see that this entire move on the 4-hourly time frame has been holding above 50 60 levels up here on the RSI. So unless we go down here and we break the 32k levels, there is no reason to be bearish just yet. Now, and we're gonna go into small time frames and finish the video up here. So I'm gonna show you why I'm actually looking at this as a very bullish move, even though it might not seem in that initially. Over here, this was an impulsive move towards upside. This was exhaustion pattern. After that, it started flagging towards downside. It came and retested the previous high. Right now, pulling back below the support level, hitting the 50 moving average, going up to the 10-20 moving average. And right now, we are kind of expecting a little bit more towards downside up here before the next move towards upside. Why the next move towards upside? Because this looks like a downtrending channel. So if you pull something like this over here on the chart, you'll see up here this is a downtrending channel. Downtrending channels are always by definition bullish, and uptrending channels are by definition bearish. So if you do break this downtrending channel towards downside, this would be actually very bad. But the probability right now, by everything we have actually looked at, keeping the bearish sentiment, stuff like that, this should eventually break towards upside. We already had one touch down here, second touch up here, maybe there is going to be third touch up here or something like that, and then maybe even fake out the down here before we go. But eventually I think the next move will gonna come. I don't think the people have FOMO in just yet, and I think when the FOMO hits and euphoria hits, I think that's when the move is over. This was just initial move outside of the zone. This was just initial move out of zone. Let me just remove this channel over here. This was just initial move out of the zone, and right now I still don't think people have FOMO'd in because they're too afraid to FOMO in. Right now everybody's saying that 35 is the resistance, so we have to go back. So I think we need to continue towards upside, get them FOMO'd in up here, and then go towards downside. So just by some kind of psychological analysis on what people are gonna do or not gonna do, whether they're buying or not buying, I don't think they're buying these green candles up here. This was very nice move towards upside, slow move towards upside, nobody will kind of expect it, and then exploded just through the roof. So some breakout traders did start breakout trading up here at these stops up here, but maybe they're already underwater, maybe they're hoping it's gonna hold, maybe we get a weak down to get out these breakout traders and then continue towards upside. But overall, this seems to me bullish, and unless we actually break the 32k back from the downside, everything is nice and dandy. So much for today. I'm gonna make an updated video maybe tomorrow. We're gonna see that, so make sure to check that out. Thank you for watching, and where's my outro? There. Bye bye.